Hey guys, Bios Ramos, and today I'm bringing you guys week picks for week 7 of the 2019 NFL season. That being said, like I do every video of the game picks, I'm going to go over mine and Matt's game pick scores. Matt's still in the lead with 52, 38, and 1. Meanwhile, I'm at 49, 41, and 1. So, without further ado, let's get into the rest of the video.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team.
So, starting off Thursday night, we have the Kansas City Chiefs at the Denver Broncos, an AFC West divisional matchup. We're both going Kansas City. Denver has lost 4 games, but they've won the last 2. So, they're on a slight roll. But I think Kansas City, after losing these past 2 games, need to get a bounce back win, especially in the division. So I see them winning this game. Next, starting off with the Sunday games, 1 o'clock kickoff, we have the LA Rams at the Atlanta Falcons. We're both going LA. Atlanta has just not looked good this season. Given they've gotten some wins here and there, but they're not looking so good. Actually, they only have 1 win. They're 1-5. So they're not looking so good. Talks of them that they should trade Julio Jones, not that they are trying to, but yeah, it's not looking good for the Falcons right now, so we're both taking the Rams. Next, we go to Jacksonville at Cincinnati, and we have a difference here. Actually, we do. Matt is going Cincinnati. I don't know, Matt. I really don't know. Cincinnati is 0-6. Meanwhile, the Jaguars are 2-4. I'm going with Jaguars. They had a bad loss to the Saints last week, but I think they'll bounce back, get this win against Cincinnati, and keep the ball rolling. Next, we have the Minnesota Vikings at the Detroit Lions. Matt is going Minnesota. Meanwhile, I'm going Detroit. They've been showing great games. They've been close in the past 2 games against Kansas City and Green Bay, which they pretty much got cheated out of what could have been a win. We don't know what would have happened if those 2 non-hand to the face calls happen. I don't know. But I think Detroit gets a win here. Next, we have the Oakland Raiders at the Green Bay Packers. We're both taking Green Bay. Plain simple, Aaron Rodgers is a stud. Next, we have Houston at Indianapolis. This is an AFC South matchup. We're both taking Indianapolis, even though the Texans are currently, I think, leading the division. I think Indianapolis will not drop the ball at home this week and hopefully push themselves into better standings in the AFC South. Next, we have the Arizona Cardinals at the New York Giants, right? Matt is going Arizona. Meanwhile, I'm going New York Giants. This is a battle of the number 1 quarterback taken off the board and the number 2 taken off of the board, with Kyler Murray and Daniel Jones facing off for the first time in their careers. Next, we have the San Francisco 49ers at the Washington Redskins for the last 1 o'clock game, and we're both taking San Fran. They're on a hot roll. They're at 5-0 right now, and they're just facing off against a Redskins team that only got their win off of the Miami Dolphins. So that doesn't tell you much about Washington besides the fact that they're 1-5. Now we have the first 4 o'clock game. We have the LA Chargers at the Tennessee Titans. Matt is going Tennessee Titans with Ryan Tannehill, of all people, starting for them because Marcus Mariota has stunk it up for them this season so far. But I'm going LA. They had a tough loss to the Steelers last week. Expect them to bounce back and hopefully get their feet under them. Next, we have the New Orleans Saints at the Chicago Bears. This is going to be a great game, and Trubisky is slated to come back from his injury. That being said, Matt is going New Orleans 13, Chicago 10, and I can't trust Matt going against Chicago, man. I don't know what's wrong with you, man. I guess he didn't know that Trubisky might come back, because Chase Daniel, even though he did good against that game against Minnesota, he wasn't expected to start that game. And then he started the Raiders game and he didn't do so well. But now Trubisky might be coming back. So I have Chicago winning, and I have them winning New Orleans 17, Chicago 21. And this will be a pivotal win for the Chicago Bears, especially going up against a good team like New Orleans without Drew Brees, given Teddy Bridgewater has been playing well. But this will be a big win for Chicago if they get it. Next, we have the Baltimore Ravens at the Seattle Seahawks. We're both going Seattle. This is Earl Thomas's first game at CenturyLink Field in Seattle against the Seahawks. Wow, he's a member of his new team, the Baltimore Ravens. So, expect to see Earl Thomas try to have a game of the ages for himself. But I feel like Seattle will prevail and get the win, being that they're 5-1, they're really good at home, they're 2-1 at home, their only losses at home, but the Ravens are 2-1 away. So there's a 4-2 team versus a 5-1 team, and it should be expected to be a good matchup. Yeah, it's good football right there. Next, we have Sunday Night Football, Philadelphia Eagles against the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas has not looked so well. They started off 3-0, and now they're 3-3, so they lost 3 straight. It's not looking good for Dallas, but they are at home. Besides that, me and Matt are both going Philadelphia. Matt is going Philadelphia 28, Dallas 27. He is expecting it to be a nail-biter of a game. Meanwhile, I feel like Philadelphia is going to pull away with a little bit more. Philadelphia is going to have 35, Dallas 24. Philadelphia ends up winning. Next, we have Monday Night Football. We have the New England Patriots at the New York Jets. Matt said this should be a really good game. I think it'll be a pretty good game, especially now how the Jets' offense looked pretty good with Sam Darnold back in there, which was expected. I felt like they had a real chance against Dallas, but I felt like Dallas was going to pull it out and get the win. Given they had their whole final drive was just penalty after penalty, getting free shots down the field off of PIs and all this stuff. So, without saying that more into that, we also did scores for this one. We have New England. Matt has New England 17, New York Jets 13. Meanwhile, I have New England 28, New York Jets 13. So we both have the Jets scoring 13. And finally, we have Miami Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills AFC East matchup. All 4 AFC East teams are facing each other this week. Matt is taking Buffalo. He's taking Buffalo with Miami scoring 9, only field goals to Buffalo's 24. And I'm giving Buffalo 24 as well. But I'm giving Miami 14, same number as Ryan Fitzpatrick's jersey, because he's going to be the man starting this week. And once upon a time, he was in Buffalo. He was their starting QB for quite some time. They gave him a good contract. So let's see what happens this week with those teams. Hopefully, with some of these games going more in my favor, I get to pull away and take the lead on Matt. But we'll see. I need 3 games to just tie up with him. 3 better picks than him to tie up. But that being said, who knows? So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a nice thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out byaustinramos.com, and also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at byaustinramos. And that's pretty much it. And fins up.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team.